So this guy is moving cars out of the fire lane, but look, this truck right here has been sitting there over 2 hours. You want to tell me why that car is still in the fire lane? Why you moving anybody else out the fire lane?
Yes, sir. As you can see, he's concessions. He has my permission to park there while he unloads his stuff.
You know how long he's been there?
Yeah, I know how long he's
How long has he been there?
Not as long as you. Thank you.
I've been there 5 minutes.
That's 5 minutes longer than you should be.
Okay, he's been there over 2 hours.
Let me worry about
Just so you know. You don't know who I am, but you're going to find out.
It's okay. Thank you.
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Eaton.
Eaton?
35.
35, okay, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
And you patrol this area, right?
Yes, sir.
How long is that truck going to be there now?
He's going to be there as long as he needs to be there.
All right.
Thank you.
Accountability and transparency. This truck been here over 2 hours. I pull up for like 5 minutes. This truck's been here during my whole video. I just pull up for 5 minutes and this truck's here. And he says it's gonna be as long as he needs it to be there. So, truck's been over an hour. But see how that's what we have to deal with. People pick and choose there. And I was live parking. I was sitting in the vehicle. There's no live parking in this vehicle, but this is the fire lane. See that? We're gonna hang out here and see how long that truck stays in the fire lane. He just created a video for himself. See how long this truck stays in the fire lane. I'm not blocking nobody, sir. Nobody's trying to get out. Trust me, nobody's trying to get out of there. You're clearly harassing people. That's what you're doing.
Everybody else is parked in the space with you.
I was live parked over there, but now you want to harass people. That's what you want to do. Look at this. See, you want to walk up there and harass people.
Sir, everybody else is in a space but you. You
I,
see that, right? You can record all you want. I don't care.
but you see how long was I there? Be honest.
You weren't there long enough to know he was there 2 hours.
I did a whole video. My car was parked over there.
Okay.
I did a whole hour and a half video on my YouTube channel. That truck was there the whole time.
Okay.
So you want to say the video's lying?
I'm not saying anybody.
All right, because I did a video.
I'm just telling you that he has my permission to park there.
But who are you to give permission and not give permission? But you don't make the rules, do you? You make the rules.
Up here I do.
So you make the rules.
Look, I'm not gonna play games.
No, I'm serious.
Move your car.
I'll move the car,
He
but
has permission to park there.
so can I get permission to park there?
No, you cannot.
Why is that?
Because you can't.
See that? See that? End of story. All right.
Thank you. Just move your car, please.
I'll move the car and I come back and see what you got to really talk about. This guy is really he makes the rules over here. You see this guy? This guy makes the rules. I'll be back in a second to see what he's really talking about. Give me a few minutes, guys. So that truck is now leaving after at least an hour of being parked in that spot. So he's now finally just leaving. He said he had his permission. He seemed like he just told him to move because he wanted to keep it fair and square. But if you're going to tell someone not to park in the fire lane, you can't selectively pick and choose who parks in the fire lane and who doesn't. If the rules are the rules, you don't make the rules. See, there's a lot of people live parking in the fire lane, guys, just so you know. Look all the way down here. I mean, people drop off, people pick up. I happened to be there literally. I was actually in the passenger seat because the driver got out the vehicle to go inside of a store. Not even 5 minutes. See how police officers selectively pick and choose how they do their job. Like I always say, bring balance, bring transparency, bring accountability. Don't one for one and not one for the other. If it's going to apply to one, it has to apply for all. Now I will probably call Wrentham PD and find out what's their policy, if there is any policy on private property, because private property is something totally from the city streets. And who enforces that? Like legally, he can't even enforce it unless they ask him to enforce it. And
They'll figure
It doesn't say no pickup drop off. It says no parking. So parking is when you're stationary for a period of time, I guess. Well, dropping off and picking up could be considered parking as well. That could be, well, he's doing the same thing. I guess you can't drop people off and pick them up. Well, this guy's actually he's further out in the street than I was, so see how long he stays before he's told to move. That's a good question. So if an Uber comes up here to drop you off, where does the Uber drop you off at? Typically it's at the side of the building. That's what I thought it would be. But actually they're there longer than I was. I wasn't even there that long. I was in there enough time to move from the passenger seat to the driver's seat. It's interesting how he selectively picks and chooses his doing. And I don't think they can give you a time frame on how long it takes somebody to get out of a vehicle. I don't think they can actually do that. That wouldn't be right. For example, if you had an elderly person that was getting out and they took a lot longer than a 25-year-old, would that be justifiable to tell them to move faster? There's also a guy that's picking up trash over there. I guess he's not supposed to stop in the fire lane either to pick up that trash on the side of the thing there. Alright, I wasn't planning on doing a video like this, but I figured I'd come out here and do a video since I had some time. See if he makes another round coming through. There's actually more than several cars that are double, I couldn't say double parked, but that are parked over along that stretch on the other side over there. So here he comes around again doing another round of, and he didn't move those cars.
Because I like it.
I got a question, why he didn't move that car right there that he just went around? Good question, huh? See that? He selectively picks and chooses how he wants to tell people when to, maybe, I don't know, I hate to bring the color of the skin in, but it could be the color of the skin. It's very possible. It's very, very possible because that truck is still sitting there. He didn't move that truck, which is interesting. He must have gave that truck permission to be there too. And I asked him, how do I get permission? And he said, I can't. So if I can't get permission and he gives the permission, very interesting. Very, very interesting. No, when they say transparency and accountability, it's not just in one town. It's across the United States. We want transparency and accountability. We want to walk from any part of this country to the other side, and all police officers treat people with respect and dignity. And that's all we ask for. We don't ask for much more. Now, I can see if, for example, if I actually physically parked the car and left the car there running or whatever, I was literally getting out of the passenger seat, switching over to the driver's seat to move the vehicle, and he honked the air horn twice. When that pickup truck was, I want to say it was more than an hour, because my video was about an hour. It might have been more than an hour. But it was sitting right there. If you look at my video I did before, that you see it in the video. Take a quick look over there. There's still cars in this fire lane that he hasn't moved. I don't know why he hasn't moved them, but as you can see, they're in the fire lane. I'm not too sure why, but he said that he gives people permission. So I guess those people got permission to park in the fire lane. And I'll probably call Wrentham PD. Oh,